Welcome back to Football Moshla. Today's video is about Ballon d'Or. It's only a couple of days away. The names are in our minds. They're in the newspapers, or should I say the e-papers, in Twitter, in Instagram, in threads, you name it. I'm your host, Fardan Ahmed. With me, I have my co-host, Qazi Adil. Qazi Adil, who do you think is getting the Ballon d'Or? What are the names we should look for? So is Scott McTominay really winning the Ballon d'Or?
He would have if he beaten Manchester City today by himself. He didn't. So he's out of the race for Ballon d'Or. On a
Okay,
serious
that's
note,
one name.
yeah, there's only one name that's going to be. It's Ousmane Dembele. Lamine
Oof.
Yamal's camp was actually pressing towards the end of last season, was putting in the stuff that he should be winning the Ballon d'Or. But I think after his off-field antics and a little bit of arrogance on his part before the loss to, I think, did they lose to Inter Milan? Right, Inter Milan. So his arrogance actually maybe rubbed some people the wrong way. So I think, rightly so, I think it's Ousmane Dembele's Ballon d'Or this year.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Ballon d'Or is a glorified popularity contest among media outlets, right? Which we all know notoriously. Messi has won it over and over again. He is the media's
But
baby.
deservedly so. Maybe one time he just didn't deserve it over Ronaldo, but most of the time it was deserved.
No, even the 2020-21 season, where Robert Lewandowski deserved it.
Yeah. He did.
So,
Robert.
though I don't want to get started on the Messi thing.
That was the COVID era, right? The COVID time.
COVID era, exactly.
The voting got
Yeah, it's very
up.
mysterious. But anyways, coming back to Yamal, I think that he was the media's baby, and they sugarcoated, they cooked it nicely. It was spiced up, and Yamal was being brewed. You know, he's getting the Ballon d'Or. He's our Ballon d'Or winner. It was trending all over Twitter and everywhere else. But I think that you're absolutely right. Whatever he did after the final, and him dating all over the place, partying more than Neymar, is he just became less popular.
Yeah, not just that. I think footballing sense. He started talking about like how good he is. He's picking himself up a little bit, and there was a certain amount of arrogance, right? Whereas Dembele and Messi, they did their talking on the pitch.
Absolutely, yeah. I have to give that to Messi. Even though whatever happened with Ballon d'Or, he has never been a talker. Every time Messi talked in his career, there was a problem. Copa America, the other World Cup, oh, there was a problem. When he stayed quiet and he just focused, he was unmatched.
Yeah, and Ousmane Dembele deserves it because he led PSG team to the Champions League winners category, right? They became the Champions League winners. They had an amazing run from the round of 16 from the quarterfinals, right? So that was all Dembele.
Now, after the Champions League, they did so good in the Club World Cup as well.
Until they met a Cole Palmer.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's when I thought that maybe it might be Dembele's to lose once they lost to Chelsea in the Club World Cup final because Cole Palmer owned PSG that day.
For sure.
Right? So Cucurella owned who was on the right-hand side, I think.
Dembele.
Dembele, yeah. Cucurella owned Dembele.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was that's when I thought that maybe he might not win it. But I think we don't know yet, but it's looking likely that it's Dembele who's going to win the Ballon d'Or this year.
Yep, my Ballon d'Or winner is Ousmane Dembele. Totally deserving.
Fantastic. I think there's nothing much to talk about after this because we all agreed on the winner.
Yeah, and Mbappe will be there in the top 3, top 4. You know, my boy from Real Madrid, but it's okay.
He might win it next time. Yeah, he might win it. But for that, he needs to win the Champions League for that.
Dark horses, right? Dark horses. So
dark horses. But then there's an Arsenal too. Then there's a Rashford-led Barcelona. I am saying it. Barcelona has a very... Sorry, Arcelona.
Arcelona. If Arsenal and Barcelona play the final, it's Barcelona.
It's going to be Barcelona, yeah. But it's going to be Arsenal versus Barcelona final. Somebody said it. But I think Arsenal has a very deep squad this time.
They do. So, they do. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Arsenal for this season.
So dark horses, Real Madrid. But don't count out Arsenal and Barcelona.
for sure.
How do you count out Liverpool though?
I don't know. I don't see them.
You sure about this?
Yeah, they're not clinical. They're okay.
Also, we'll revisit this. Anyways, Ballon d'Or, Ousmane Dembele loading. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and comment. Who do you think is a deserved Ballon d'Or winner? We'll love to hear from you. Take care.